Hello, what's up? Ted Jones here, live from Miami. It's Monday. I'm at my dad's house.
Are you recording?
I'm recording right now. We're starting. This is a cold open. I know you guys don't usually see me with shorts on, so this is a very special occasion, not even behind the paywall, all right? We give you everything up front, close, and personal. What? This one's not behind the paywall. Katie, hop in here. Grab a microphone. Hello, Katie Margulies here.
Hello.
You enjoying your time in Florida or what?
Absolutely enjoying it immensely.
Yeah. So we're down here for Passover. Had a wild night the other night. And Katie Margulies, I tell you, I'm not drinking again for a couple of weeks, all right?
Yeah, that's what we say, huh?
Yeah.
That's what we say.
I think that's what everyone kind of says. Once you hit the 27, 28-year-old hump, it really takes you more than 24 hours to get back from that hangover. How do you feel? How often are you even drinking these days, Katie?
Well, these days, okay, so actually what I was going to say, I think that as you get older, you have that feeling where you say, I'm never going to drink again, and it actually does stick a little bit.
Go ahead. We're podcasting right now. Hop in.
We're podcasting
Wait,
right
go
now.
ahead. Go ahead. What were you saying?
It kind of sticks more than it ever did. Like when you're in college, you're 21 years old, whatever you're doing, it's like you get so drunk on Friday night, Saturday morning you wake up, you never want to drink again. Mm-hmm. Saturday night, it's like it never happened.
Yeah.
But then you become 26, 27, it's like I'm never going to drink again Friday night. Saturday night, you get a whiff of the tequila, the vodka, and then it's like,
you want to throw up.
Don't
we were just talking
want it.
about how I was drinking the other night, and now I'm probably not going to drink. I don't know, for the rest of the month for sure. Rest of April, today being April, I don't know, something. But yeah, definitely.
17.
Well, we don't know when we're going to release it. So can
18.
you guys please stop giving the
Yeah,
behind the wall too
23.
much
We're
here?
gonna cut that out.
Anyway,
Or-
what's up? How you doing,
I'm
clones?
crying because I just wore
Both of you
eyebrows.
have sunglasses on.
Sunglass
I know we're supposed to wear
gang.
Sunglasses inside.
The
but
reason
hey,
why
we'll
I'm
let
wearing
that happen.
sunglasses is because one, I'm famous, and two, because I have so much sunscreen in my eyes that I've been crying all day. I just put Rotos in, and they're not even burning.
Really?
They're not
You
burning.
reversed it?
Are they working?
No, my eyes are burning, but the Rotos aren't burning. Like, you know what I mean?
You guys ever have those
I do,
Rotos that
actually.
it's like a spicy version for your eyes. Spicy
Yeah.
version of Visine.
The Carolina Reaper pepper of
Carolina
Visine.
Reaper
Yeah, and my
pepper
eyes
hot
are like
sauce of
your balls.
eyes. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, people listening might not know that reference if you guys have never been to a comedy show, but
Come
we're not just
through.
talking about my balls, off the cuff here. It had to do with one of my bits. And I
Right.
appreciate that you remember one of my bits. Actually, sometimes
Do
these
I?
two right here make fun of me for some of my bits. Because, at comedy shows, sometimes you repeat the same joke. So they know Dr. Brick's thing in the beginning.
Too
And
easy.
then they know a little bit of my set here and there. But I try and mix it up each time, like 20, 25%
does.
new each time. Maybe a little bit more last
You fold
time,
it
but
in. You
all
gotta
over the
fold
place.
it in.
Yeah. So, just working on that 15 minutes. And then, now I'm sitting here with you guys
Is
on a
it
Monday.
15
And we're
minutes?
working. Well, I do anywhere between 12 to 14 minutes for the stand-up part of the show. And then, about like 30 seconds to a minute for that freestyle that I do. Freestyle at the end of each set.
Hell yeah. Chloe's constantly throwing down hot
Yeah.
dog.
Oh
as
my
an
God.
I
The
haven't
most-
done it anymore.
Can't
since you
think of
said
another
don't-
word.
you-
I know, 'cause you
texted
always
me-
say hot dog.
You texted me, stop saying hot dog.
Yeah, because I asked
It's always the
crowd
first
for a
word.
word, and I'd say, what is it, 50% of the time now people say dog or something related to hot dog.
Yeah, or like
just 'cause that like is a
stand.
part of my routine, I guess.
I think
People
that
would say
maybe everybody should show up to the show and right there it says on the table, write down 5 words, hand it to the front.
So we pick
it out of
one out
fishbowl.
of 200 words.
Yeah,
for the
deadass.
show.
And the
That's a
guy
really good
the
idea.
person who wrote down the word has to come up on stage too.
No.
Not
What
that.
would
Then
you
I'm
do
too
on
not
far.
stage?
participating.
I don't know. Also freestyle.
I don't
No,
know about
that's
that.
not
I
too
think-
far.
Rap battle?
Rap
Rap battle,
battle.
that could be
Oh, okay,
good.
all right. So that's how if you say
Do
rap
you
battle.
guys see the most recent vlog where I went on the street and this guy,
Yes.
Maserati P, was actually fully freestyling? It was
Yeah,
fresh.
fresh.
He's like, yo, let me get that mic. And he was like, we outside.
Yeah.
And then I simply agreed with him. We were outside. It was a great
Maserati
vlog.
P, come on the pod.
So if you guys like that vlog, let us know in the comments. This is a fun little sister bonding experience.
I can't
Brother,
see the red
sister,
light on
rather.
the camera.
I know. Imagine if it wasn't recording. There is.
I did,
It's
I
actually.
looked.
Can totally
it's
imagine it's not
under
recording.
It's under the.
Shouldn't we have the thing turned so we
camera.
can see ourselves?
Yeah, we could do that. You want to get up and do it?
It's
We don't
too
have to see
much.
ourselves.
It's too
We know it.
much.
And you can
Well, what
also
if I'm
see
not
yourself
even in the
mirror.
shot?
You're in
on
the shot.
Then it's a
And you're
bummer.
going to get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Katya, I bet you can't turn the camera in 5 seconds.
That's funny.
I
Do
don't.
you do
I
one of
don't
those?
fall
I
for
bet you
that
can't
kind of
do it.
thing.
So anyway,
What do you do when there's a lull? Are you ever having a conversation with someone and there's just a straight lull? on the podcast.
So Jared Schwartz was on the podcast last episode, and there was probably like a 30-second lull, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm probably gonna end up cutting this part out because I was going to get something in my room, and he was like, oh, was I supposed to keep the pod going? And I was like, yes. He was like, you've obviously never seen my podcast. He does one where sometimes they just leave in the lulls. I don't know. Sometimes a nice little lull. I guess if you guys appreciate a lull. You know,
gives the listeners a moment to reflect.
Yeah, and if you guys are listening or watching on Spotify, you see right there, video on Spotify. Yes, very exclusive. Thank you, Spotify, through Anchor for that. That's really amazing because you don't really see too many podcasts with video. Spotify, especially right there. So it's great to see, you know, us three on the couch. A lot of bare-legged action. I never wear shorts on the podcast.
I never wear shorts generally.
And I remember in the past,
I always wear shorts.
Like when I have hosts on the podcast, I'm like, please don't wear shorts. Nobody wants to see your hairy ass legs.
Right,
and they're like. Or Peter and Patrick in the past, bro, it's 90 degrees out. Which I understand. You know, I understand the medium of that.
You can cut it, like you can make the camera higher.
Yeah. Well, here right now, I mean, you can probably see it full time, but in the city, you only really see the legs up from the
you know, Kanye, anytime people come into the studio and work with him, he dresses them all in Donda. You're not allowed to wear your own clothes into the studio.
You should give everyone here merch.
Or Yeezy, not Donda.
Right. Ted Jones.
Hold on.
Merch. While you're at it,
wow.
Turn the screen. Okay. Anyway, so now you have the two talented.
You're burning
siblings.
the time.
What does that mean?
You're just burning the time. He's about to be back.
What? So?
I thought you were about to say something.
I was, but you just ruined it.
Okay, cut this out.
Ugh, now we have to put this on. Oh, he's taking the tags off.
Hell yeah.
Hello. Is that me?
Yeah, we'll just be watching that the whole time.
Are we supposed to put these on now?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't go get it for nothing. Oh, who was eating popcorn here last night? Guilty. Popcorn, nice. So these are the shirts that we're currently throwing out at the Ted Jones comedy shows. I'm going to let my sisters here model it for you. I'm also wearing it myself. And if you notice, Dr. Break throws on the shirt. You know, throw out as many shirts as possible. You did, but you can leave it like that so we can showcase both. What do you mean? He does wear it. I mean, he does. Whenever he's on stage, he wears it. I'm like, bro, literally,
Katie,
off camera, go to sleep.
That is so terrible. It's the year 2006. You should put a tie on.
Why is it 2006?
Because she has a long sleeve under her t-shirt.
Was that 2006?
I'd guess, yeah.
I guess so. You went to the beach today, or you just went to the pool?
Pool.
It's Florida here, so you know the beach is close by. Pool is usually an option in Florida during these times of weather. New York in the springtime is the best.
Great place to be.
You probably get 6 weeks actually of really good weather. Probably starts this week.
Like last week.
The beginning of June.
March made a little appearance, I thought.
I saw a TikTok of this guy who was like, I guess he moved from New York to somewhere else and was saying how he missed, or California, and he felt like he was missing out currently on like the spring and how the vibes are just insane in the city and just perfect. And I was thinking, oh my God, he's so right. I got to get back there. Like when it's 65 degrees and it's Thursday, which is like the pregame for Friday.
And you don't have school.
And you don't have school the next day.
It's school night, but it doesn't feel like
but it
that.
doesn't feel like it.
So you guys saw the other night the stand open the doors. Like, you know, they have those
the front
accordion doors.
Yeah.
They open
they
those
did.
front doors.
That's nice.
It was amazing. I think that's how you know it's going to start getting vibey out
Yeah.
there.
Hell yeah.
That weather. But, you know, soon, then again, summer comes pretty quick. So I don't know the place to escape to for summer when you're like, okay, I don't want this unbearable heat. Where does one go on vacation in the summer if they don't want unbearable heat? Yeah, sure. You go to Santorini, you go to Greece. Oh, yes, whatever. You go to Ibiza for the parties and stuff, but it's hot as balls. Where does one go if they're like, okay, I want to experience something that's not hot as balls? Do you go to like the North Pole? You go to Antarctica, Iceland, Greenland at that particular time?
It's melty AF.
But isn't the weather probably a lot nicer?
I guess
just
get in the
during
water, go in the ocean.
True, but like during the summer, where does one go if you don't want to experience summer-like weather?
Oh, if you want it to be
South
cold?
America?
Yeah, maybe not cold.
No,
You
bro.
think? No, I'm not South
Argentina.
I was just
What?
saying, what do you mean, oh my
Yeah,
God?
facts.
Tacata.
Patagonia, facts. Look it up.
What, North Pole?
No.
Patagonia? Isn't that jacket? That's not a country.
Yeah,
is.
it's a city in a country.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
in
location.
Hey Siri,
it's
where
in
is
Argentina.
Patagonia?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay, here's what I found.
Yeah, Argentina, La Patagonia.
It's ski weather.
Argentina.
It's
There's a
their
sandwich
winter.
shop that's pretty close by called Patagonia Flavors.
Skirt.
Yeah, Argentina. But
No free
Argentina would
press.
still be hot. Yeah, you're right. Argentina
Yeah,
would
cut
be
that.
hot.
No, it's skiing there. Mad people.
Oh, I skied
I've
in,
heard of that,
but it's not cold, is it? No, it's not cold.
snow.
I skied in the Swiss Alps in the summer.
Okay.
But
Okay.
July-
Enchanté.
Aren't those the Alps and also fancy?
It was a teen tour. I don't know.
So-
I don't
But
know.
in the
Fancy.
Alps, I mean, it's
That's way
different
high
weather.
up.
I'm talking about like real. You you fly in, boom. It's not freaking hot as bulls. It's
Maybe
like
like Seattle. Doesn't it
75,
always
80.
rain there?
It's probably no. Last year it got like Portland got like OD heat
What's
waves.
Portland?
That's near
Portland's
Seattle.
pretty north.
Yeah, but Portland is like California to me.
Well,
You'd be
up there,
wrong.
yeah, you would be wrong. I hate to tell you.
Hate to tell ya. It's great episode. One of your best.
Well, you
On
guys
the
have
Ted
to tell me
Jones.
some interesting stuff. Exactly. Oh my God, both of these girls have the same job, being my sister. Also, professionally. You guys want to
Yeah.
talk about your job? Not too much, though, okay?
I know. I don't want to get found.
We both have
Girls.
OnlyFans.
Nice.
We both
post-
have a lot of followers.
I think I have more than you though, right?
on
She might.
on TikTok.
No,
Not
on
OF.
OnlyFans.
Chloe has
All right, this
way
is not
more,
an actual
yeah.
conversation. I believe they're just joking here.
Follow me on Twitter, y'all.
So who do you guys find to be, let's think, this could be interesting. Ooh, who has been, besides me, of course, who has been the best comic at one of the Ted Jones comedy shows? Can
That's
we say
fun.
that?
That is so hard.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
been to every
that would be
very
tough.
good.
Yeah, so you could tell me one person specifically.
I love
That's
that
gotta be
girl.
tough.
What's her name?
Oh, yes, that girl.
Ugh, please
Precisely.
cut out that I said that.
Yeah.
What's her name? The one from the last show that Chloe loves.
Laura Lily.
Glorelis
Yeah.
Mora. She was actually on this podcast. If you
I
guys
love
haven't
her.
I know.
seen
I
it,
saw.
it's
I think
like a few
she
episodes ago.
might have been
Check
the
that out.
best. I didn't
She
know
and
her
I
name.
went to Syracuse.
Yeah, she's got a good vibe. She was actually just in the last vlog for a moment.
She's
during
a vibe.
the comedy show.
I really like her.
She's on the podcast. She's great.
Who else?
You know, I feel like a lot of, I don't know, I feel like there are no slouches. So I could
Yeah.
understand why it would be difficult.
It is
to pick-
difficult.
to pick the best.
It's always a good show, really.
To pick the best comic. Yeah, it is. Honestly, like, it's the best show I've ever saw.
I'd agree.
I just need to go get a sip of water
All right, we'll bring us back. What is
and like rinse my
Dr. Brick
eyes.
starting that shit up. And then just me coming up on stage. Dr. Brick, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ever seen that at the beginning of a comedy show?
You know what you should do when you do Man on the Street stuff? Bring Dr. Brick with you just to throw music
Good, you
down
really
on the
like
whole
running
thing.
up the budget, huh, Katie?
Yeah,
no,
right?
I think that is a good idea. And also, Grandma watched one of the vlogs, one of those. She's like, maybe you need an extra microphone because it gets too hectic, which I could potentially agree
maybe.
about.
Can you
But like,
just
I
bring
don't.
these?
Yeah, I don't want to be like sticked up walking on the street. Like,
Yeah,
I
right.
could bring
that's
one of these,
true.
but I have to. Because the way I do it is I have a wireless mic attached to the end of that. Like inside of this is a wireless mic,
Oh,
and then I put
yeah.
the thing on top. So
Right.
when I talk here and then
yeah.
to them back and forth. So
Yeah, I think that's
sounds like
fine,
this works.
actually. 2 mics is too much work.
Yeah, if I just like carry around 2 mics, I don't know.
You need one of those like squares, though, the cubes on the mics that says like MTV News on all sides,
like
but
a
it's
cardboard
Jones
thing.
World.
Yeah. I actually was looking into making that, but you need to buy a lot of them.
Oh, really?
I'll figure that out. I do need to put that on the thing.
Just throw one up on there. I like that idea.
We have a backgammon table right here, pretty prevalently in the forefront. I'm gonna show you guys this. Do you play about blackgammon?
Blackgammon. No. This will be great for all of our audio only listeners.
Do you know how? Oh yeah.
I don't know how either. No phones in the bathroom is the rule in my house.
No shoes in the house is the rule in my house, which
That's
I
an
don't
easy
see
one.
it very often.
That's an easy
Do you
one.
guys have no shoes? No shoes in your house?
Course, not a single shoe.
Yeah,
in
I
this
have no.
house.
I have no shoes.
Although I have a backyard that comes, you go in and out through the kitchen, so that can get a little dirty. If you're like coming in, because you throw shoes
Well,
on.
you don't have slippers that you wear outside?
Yeah, I
guess,
do, but
during the
even
winter,
still
you weren't wearing
sometimes.
slippers walking out there in the snow.
Well, I have like a pair of Crocs and a pair of Uggs that I keep by the door, winter and summer respectively.
Do you guys
Not
think we should
respectively,
like
actually?
talk about?
We're not talking about the war in Ukraine, clones. Okay, it's not a politics podcast.
I was so not
But
gonna say
Chloe was
that.
gonna do her bit on the war in Ukraine.
Go ahead, Chloe.
Ukraine or Russia?
You shouldn't touch your toes. You're gonna hate that you were touching them on the screen.
I
when we
know.
see it.
I know.
That's so true. I
Look
wonder
at
what
me
I'm
touching
doing.
my toes all the time. You don't know how many times I've seen myself in the camera and been like, oh, I gotta stop doing that.
I wonder what I'm doing right now that I'll look back on.
Well,
and
you'll
regret.
know once you watch it. You'll be like, I shouldn't
watched
have
it
done
last
this. Can you
time.
scooch a little bit? Look how much room you have on the camera. Stop. You're just literally on top of me.
I know,
Scooch.
because I don't know what to do.
This is going to be like the most edited episode of all time
I
of
actually
Ted
just might
Jones
put up
history.
the entire thing.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
Rule.
I
Rule of
think
law.
we should play a game.
Okay.
I think we should.
I don't want to play. What's it called? With the
No, no one cares about that.
No,
I
no
think
free press.
that we should all
free clout.
read out the most recent text we have on our phone that was sent to us.
All right, sure.
Go.
Omar. Omar, who has been helping me edit.
my phone.
Can you let me talk?
Yeah, let it
Omar, who's been
talk.
helping me edit a few of these reel videos, been doing a great job. He sent me a text that says, bet.
That is the lamest.
Exactly.
I actually think mine is T. JC's texting me.
Okay, can you explain who JC is?
JC
Okay?
is our family friend.
Her real name is
slash-
Stacy, but we call
her
her
real name is
JC for short.
Stacy, yeah. She just texted me something that's actually T.
Someone also texted me, hello, long time no see. How are you? I think I have to stop saying my phone number in my sets. Anyway.
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
think so too, but someone wrote your number down?
I don't know. Go ahead. Read it.
Okay, I'm going to replace some words.
What is this reading first text?
I'm going to get in trouble.
Then don't read it. This is
Or
your
if
game.
you have to bleep out a name, then we'll do it. Go ahead.
Then I'm just going to not read it.
Okay, great. Katie, your turn.
Okay, Georgia texted me. I got Skims underwear.
Who's Georgia?
Georgia Conjano.
The state? Are you allowed to say your friend's full name on this podcast?
Georgia Gia Conjano, 917-443-1720 or some shit.
I got a text from someone trying to get me to sign something. It's like a bot text.
All right,
It
these are the
says,
most-
Katie, I'm begging. Can
Lame.
you
Okay,
sign the
yeah,
petition
this
to
wasn't a
please-
good game, Clune.
We should play a different game.
Check the link in this YouTube video. Of course, we have a show May 3rd, the day before I go to LA. Are you guys pumped that I'm going to LA? I'm
That
pretty
is
I am
lit.
pumped.
Are you going to
Pretty
drive?
cool. To
Not
LA?
to, not
LA?
to
No.
LA, but when you're there.
How could I drive to LA? Katie, that was a ridiculous question.
Well,
they
you
knew.
could.
They knew.
Talking
I
about
mean.
in LA, I'm not so sure if I'm going to rent a car. Maybe I'll rent a car. But also the Ubers there might not be too bad to hop around. And I just don't want to deal with finding parking because I've had so much bad, whatever it is. I don't know if juju's the right word in parking New York City that I don't want to be parking in other places. I'd rather just Uber. Uber's easy. is it
Well, at least
not?
in LA, there's like parking lots.
Well, there is parking lots at like places that you
Nope.
go. What do you
Nope.
mean no, Chloe?
I'm telling you, the craziest part of LA is that everyone drives and there's nowhere to park.
And there's traffic.
It's insane. And if you want to park in a parking lot or a garage, you have to pay like a significant amount of money. And I can't parallel park. I haven't parallel parked since my driver's test.
Yeah, that's also like 50%
And like you have
of the
to
reason I
parallel
don't
park
wanna
on
drive.
PCH, a highway.
Well,
when
that's
everyone's
in
like
Malibu though.
right, but like if you're going over there, like it's not only in Malibu. First of all, like you
On
take
the
it to
PCH,
Malibu.
It is.
You take it to Malibu, but it's a highway in general. So like you have to park on the highway. You have to parallel park on the highway. Can you imagine? Horrible. And then when I was working, I would drive to work. She was like, "Oh," giving me directions in the email, and she was like, "There's usually parking on the street. You can just do. It's like metered parking." And I had a full panic attack. I paid $50 to park in a garage like 3 blocks away because I had such anxiety.
And this
About
is
using
during
the
an
meter?
Unpaid internship, right?
Yes. And I got to the job and like I saw that the parking was like straight on as opposed to parallel. And so I was like, okay, tomorrow I'll park. And then like I got 7 tickets that summer, parking tickets.
Bro.
7 parking tickets.
I wouldn't mind Ubering from place to place.
So I rented
I
a
think it's
car.
okay.
I rented a car and we did the calculations and it's basically like to have a car is the same price as just Ubering everywhere.
I guess it also kind of depends what kind of car you're getting, how much it is per day.
But, like,
I would
gas.
assume, I would assume the car would be.
Also,
I
you
mean,
can
car is going to
bird.
be at least $150 a day. I don't plan on spending that much on an Uber, and then also the gas.
Right.
Yes, which is very
$150 a
expensive.
day for what?
A car.
Yeah, like a rental car. Like those
Yeah.
are expensive, I think.
That's not even that expensive of a one though.
No,
I was looking at Expedia. They had like Ford Mustangs, which I would never drive. Well,
Why
I guess it's
not?
convertible for $600 because that's not the kind of car I would get. I would just get a simpler car.
What car?
I don't know. Whatever my options would be.
What are
I'm
those
just
really
saying, I'm not
tiny
getting a
smart car?
$600 Ford
You ever
Mustang
driven in a smart car?
No, have you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it was
Really?
like car to go, which was like for like maybe 6 months in New York, they were doing this car to go, and it was kind of like a Revel vibe where you had an app and you could find one location and you just go pick it up,
No way.
unlock it with the app, turn it on, whatever.
Do you have to find parking yourself?
Yeah, but like but it's a smart car.
Yeah.
So I was
right.
picked up from the airport
You
in
know the
one.
car parked itself? Go
I was
ahead.
picked
No,
up
like
in the
there was
airport.
like a dock, like City Bike or some shit.
And we're driving on the highway from the airport back to my apartment. It's like zoom, zoom,
That's so
zoom.
scary.
And at any
Did you
moment
feel like
you
you were
can
gonna
just-
flip over? Yeah,
Also,
you
what
get
do you mean your
flicked.
apartment?
What do you mean?
What do you mean your apartment?
From the airport to my apartment.
in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
I thought she was talking about L.A.
Oh God, no.
What?
He
wasn't
She
listening.
didn't specify. There was a lull.
I just went.
As we
I
told
went
you about,
smart
there was a
car.
lull.
I pivoted LA to
Yeah,
smart car.
Yeah.
Okay, well I
picked.
picked up on it.
Anyway,
sis.
if I'm staying at the hotel on Hollywood Boulevard, and
I am Hollywood Boulevard.
I have enough places that are close by. Like there are enough comedy shows that are within like a 5-mile radius. Comedy clubs that are within a 5-mile radius, even closer.
you can get a scooter, the bird.
Yeah, I could also get a.
You get a
scooter.
bird.
I have a scar on my ankle from the bird.
Where?
There.
It's not so bad. I
Well,
have a scar on my neck.
I fell in the street and
from
cars
the dot
stopped.
there. Really?
Yeah, it was pretty
I
iconic.
think you spend the most time in LA out of all of us. Didn't you spend a whole summer out there?
I spent a summer and then like I went there like once a month for like a year.
Why?
What?
Cut it out.
Cut
Cut
it out. No, cut
Cut
it out.
Cut it out.
You guys see John
not-
Stamos was at the stand?
He
one time?
was
He was?
A few
legend.
months ago.
Were you there?
At that particular moment, I was not there. I
Damn.
was not there.
So no.
Yeah, I was
So
not there.
no.
That's like when you have to write an essay and you don't know what to say, so you write the longest sentence.
Yeah, you write the opening sentence. It was
On that
bewildered
day,
to me.
on
that
that day,
fortunately,
I
however,
was doing things that did not involve being at the stand. Not that very night.
we have a Jenga set that looks like it hasn't been touched in probably since the last time your friend Stacy was down here doing shenanigans.
You're really right.
She stays doing shenanigans.
She stays doing
playing
shenanigans.
Jenga.
Wait,
It's just a
should we
matter
do
of
you
it?
guys,
words
you
here.
guys didn't even. You guys get call her. This guy, you'll get to know Stacy. Wait, you want to put her on the Bluetooth? But if you want
No.
to put her on FaceTime,
I'm just gonna put it on
okay,
FaceTime.
we'll just put her on FaceTime.
Can you connect it to the road?
Yeah,
Really? That's
Good.
cool.
yeah. We'll do a cut zoom if she actually goes in on the thing. She picks up. Do it hard to the thing.
You're on the pod.
Put her hand on. What's up, Stace?
Speak to the pod. You're in the microphone.
What are you guys doing? How's me, mommy?
Miami's good.
Okay, this is boring.
What?
Any tea?
Not so much tea right now. We were actually just talking about how the last time somebody probably played Jenga, it was you.
I don't know. That's not really my game.
What's your game?
What's your game?
I'm more into like a twister.
What? Hang up.
Okay, what about no physical games?
Code
Okay,
names.
I vibe with Monopoly.
Code names, Jace.
Code names.
I don't usually win code names, but Monopoly, I'm building mansions.
I can imagine JC being really bad at code names.
Cool. Well, it's been
Bye.
great to have you. Please come to the next Ted Jones comedy show. Later.
Oh my god, you just
Okay,
locked it. You
that
didn't
was
hang
great.
up.
Oh, it lock doesn't hang up. I still have the iPhone. You saw my phone the other day. iPhone 11, but the 8 version. I'm the only guy still with the button left. And you
Okay,
guys have seen
I-
before. I
Yeah.
curved my phone.
A, I have that
Yeah.
too, but B, I think it's mad funny that
Curved.
Ted calls it the iPhone 11, but it's an 8 when it's really
You
just
say
an
8 but
SE.
11 or 11 to be whatever.
He said to me
What's it
yesterday 11/8, and I thought that was such a generous way to put it.
What's
Because people see my phone, which is the same one, and they're like, "What is this beat ass, broke ass, 2010
Oh, you have. I didn't even know
ass?"
you had a
Yeah.
button.
Yeah, it's
facts.
honestly social suicide.
You'll see, it's like
Crazy.
it's
Katie, your
before
phone
my
is yellow.
time. My phone has a yellow screen because
No, your case is yellow.
and the
infected.
case was once
It's
white
infected.
and it's now yellow.
I got a red one because the other one was getting too yellow.
trying to get
come in here, for a
Jones
second.
Senior.
You ever
in
have
here.
a
Don't
podcast
scream into
episode
your
where you
mic,
get a
bro.
guest and you
farther
guys
away,
just
so hopefully I
scroll?
won't have to turn down the
Turn down for what?
Oh my god, I got so sunburned yesterday. I was telling you guys, it was awful.
Facts.
Went by the pool, hang out with the ladies, post hanging out with you guys here.
I was like, are we the ladies?
I threw a t-shirt on and a towel over my shoulders. The sun was so much for me on Saturday. Is that Saturday? Yeah, whatever. On Saturday, because I ran outside with no shirt on.
You
and
didn't
was
put any
sweating.
sunscreen on?
No.
You're gonna
and then
become
ran for like
leather,
30
dude.
minutes. No, I don't believe that's true. Okay,
Yes,
especially
it is.
I'm getting 10 days of sun like that a year.
I know,
not
but that's
even,
so
not
bad.
Even.
That's
I
like-
don't know, but like our ancestors were in the freaking heat all day, right? Eating fruit and berries while these two
They
are texting
died
right
at
here.
like 45.
And they were leather, bruv.
And they lost all their teeth.
Is that from not
don't
brushing?
think-
What did
yeah, I
we
don't
do in
think
the
they're
back?
all
When
brushing.
did people start brushing their teeth?
Great.
1922.
So when breakfast was invented? Breakfast is a freaking
Yeah.
hoax. Let's talk about that.
Facts.
No, I died for
Facts.
breakfast. I literally
No,
go to
well,
bed waiting
you know,
to eat
it was
breakfast.
World War I that started breakfast.
What? are you
Because
talking
people
about?
couldn't. All right, this
That's
is the story.
low-key
This is a little
facts.
history. What do you mean? What? We're looking into this.
I'm
okay?
looking at brushing teeth.
So breakfast started because in World War I, when the soldiers were like getting ready to go to war, waking up, whatever, they needed something to tide them over so they could get their next meal. So they would have granola or certain types of cereal before that they would go out in the field. So
Why were they not doing that before? They didn't
What?
wait. What?
Well,
'Cause it
World
wasn't
War I, 'cause
war.
it wasn't
They just
necessary.
So they were
Yeah.
waiting till like noon to eat.
Yeah, or whenever people were eating.
Yeah.
People weren't waking up and saying, "Oh, I'll have a bowl of cereal," because cereal wasn't invented yet. Cereal was invented.
Yeah, but not,
for
I don't
the
eat
soldiers.
cereal for breakfast anyway.
But okay, but that's what started breakfast. There was no such thing as breakfast before.
But
these
you know what
people started
breakfast
eating in the
means?
morning.
It
Break
means
the fast.
break fast.
Yes.
So like, was lunch called breakfast?
I don't know if they had words.
I don't
back
think
in
they
the
were-
Bro.
that were like that. Well, no, I'm not. You know what I mean.
Maybe.
No,
Lunch is like, I feel like
call-
lunch as a
yes.
concept is so like bourgeoisie and like kind of fake in general. Like,
No,
Just-
You can't
breakfast
just
they're
say-
saying is bourgeoisie.
You
I
can't
know,
just
well-
say that breakfast was invented. Like,
Clones. Okay, it literally just says here that breakfast was invented. What do you mean?
can't just be
I can't say
invented.
it.
Like, what does that even mean?
Before cereal in the mid 1800s, the American breakfast was not all that different from other meals. Middle and upper class Americans ate eggs, pastries, and pancakes, but also oysters, boiled chickens, and beefsteaks. The rise of cereal, established as a meal with distinct foods, and created the model of processed, ready-to-eat breakfast that still largely reigns. All depends on the advertising and convincing you that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Of medieval Europe,
Facts.
historians alternative writing that breakfast was only a luxury for the rich, only a necessity for laborers, or mostly skipped. And while many American
Okay.
colonists ate breakfast, they were reputedly harried by affairs that took place after the hours of morning work. So there you go.
I'm gonna be
You
honest.
didn't make it up. What, you didn't listen to
I
any
didn't
of
listen
it?
to anything.
Well, good thing you guys listened to it, and you know that breakfast is not also extraordinarily necessary, especially like when you're eating super late the night before. You need to eat again as soon as you wake up.
the point is, they invented 3 meals a day so they can sell more food. It's big food.
They say
Big
you're supposed to
food
eat
brand.
6 tiny meals a day.
Who's they?
Who's they?
Bodybuilders.
Bodybuilders.
Not even bodybuilders.
Do you want me and Katie to sing something?
Huh?
Do you want us to sing the Phineas and Ferb theme song?
No, because then we're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh,
That's
copyright.
true.
Yeah,
We're
you can do it
copywriters.
backwards. Yeah.
Okay.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on Ted Jones World. Just that on YouTube and Instagram. Ted Jones World.
At TJ.
Come to the comedy show on May 3rd, 7 p.m. at the stand upstairs. Order yourself a pizza. Order yourself a freaking bourbon on the rocks. I don't care. It's New York, baby.
Have you ordered a bourbon on the rocks at that show before?
I have actually.
Double or what?
Facts.
Do all your friends drink when they come?
Single. Pretty much.
Not I, said the fly.
I'll have one drink. Do you guys want to know my credit card number?
I don't want to know your social security.
I just said it in my head. I'll say my credit card
that?
number in my
What is
head
that?
too.
What?
What is that app?
What? That's Google Gmail.
Oh.
You don't have
Done. I said
Gmail?
I have it on
expiration
my
too.
You
phone
have
as opposed to
Gmail?
an app.
Yeah, little.
Yeah, she doesn't
But
have
no, I do.
Gmail.
I just have it like this.
Oh, fuck that map.
Oh, the mailbox
Well, I bet you
app.
use Apple Maps too.
No, I don't, bitch.
You use Waze.
Keep it on
still?
Google, fam.
There's a
So funny.
days of summer.
Dad puts on Waze no matter what because he knows the
I
directions.
do that too.
He just
I
wants
kinda
to
do
be
that
safer.
too.
Why do you guys do that?
It just I like to
what
see
if
you
it
up.
sends you a better way?
Yeah, no. Or I like to see how long it's gonna take me to get somewhere.
Or it tells you where the police are.
No.
Yeah,
All right, no free clout for Waze. Fuck that.
Yeah, no free clout for
This,
Waze.
this should have absolutely zero branding to anything that we possibly say.
Yeah. We'll just bleep it.
Except-
Yeah, bleep.
except
Yeah,
Ted
except for
Jones
the
go
iPhone. I mean, the beep phone.
The bleep phone.
Yeah.
Don't get in trouble.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I think we should play a game.
We should do like on Ted Jones. We should get like stickers over the Apple logo as like a pair, like TV shows did, like on Drake and Josh. All of their like computers and stuff.
Actually watched.
No, that was Zoe 101.
I
Wasn't
watched
All of
a
them done.
documentary on Drake and Josh the other night. No, like a short on YouTube, like 15 minutes about why they're not friends. That's sad because on TV you thought that they were such close friends.
I think
But
they
I mean,
were.
You can't really. No, apparently they really weren't. That's what Josh was saying.
Ever?
Usher and Drake and Josh. Yeah, on TV, I mean, it's obviously very different, but you never would have thought it been that different, especially
It's kind
since
of like
it's
how
such a
we're not
kid
actually
show.
brother and sister.
Yeah, we're just brother and sister for this podcast.
Yeah.
And then after that, you guys would go your separate ways. Go in the
Yeah,
cold
we just
plunge.
met. That's why we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah. We had a lot of shishito peppers
Yeah,
last night.
facts.
All of them were green except for that one orange one. You guys
Yeah.
want that
It was
orange
red.
one? I had the orange one.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
was it
Not
spicy?
spicy
No.
though. None of them are spicy.
No. Sometimes they are spicy. I don't get it. Sometimes they are.
You get like a
Oh, sorry. Are we born you?
random spicy one. Yes, you can get like a
Random
random
spicy
spicy one.
I like that. I like the danger. of
Yeah,
that.
I know, but
Actually-
that particular place where you have it, oh no, you're boring me.
Stop. Do not give it to me.
You might have to.
Take it,
Why?
Katie.
Yawn,
Stay
yawn,
away.
Take it, Katie. Yawn,
No,
yawn.
Stop. Stop. I'm trying to resist so bad.
Why is yawning contagious also? It doesn't make any sense.
My throat
It's
is
the only thing that's contagious. Is sneezing contagious?
No, I wish. I fucking love yawning. Katie, yawn.
I'm resisting.
Jones.
No, I'm too strong. I'm too powerful.
Why are you guys going to the gym for a second time? Y'all need to chill.
2 days, baby.
You did
2
yoga
days.
this morning too, or
No,
just
I
Katie?
just did pellet. I worked out.
And you're gonna do yoga again later tonight?
I did treadmill
Yeah.
and and abs and arms, and we're gonna do Peloton. I mean Pilates.
That's intense.
What?
I was yawning when I said that. Oh,
What,
now you're
camping?
yawning. Said that.
It's like camping.
Yeah.
Intense.
Yoga and Pilates.
Do you think the listener, someone, do you think someone listening right now is
In Pilates?
yawning?
Yeah. Are you guys
That-
yawning? Comment
that-
below.
Yawn,
Def.
yawn,
Yeah,
yawn.
they definitely yawned before
yawn,
this.
yawn.
If they didn't yawn by that time,
We'll do it
then
again.
something's
Guys,
wrong.
if you-
they might not be human. Imagine
Katie hasn't
boyfriend
yawned,
and girlfriend listening
so
to you. You are not human. You're not yawning.
They gave me a breakup now.
Yeah, that'd
Damn,
be sad.
I haven't yawned yet.
Remember that one time you didn't yawn? You did yawn.
Katie, what the hell?
Yeah, you might not be human.
powerful.
Also, I thought we turned on the AC in this bitch.
I know
It's
Todd is
hot.
nuts.
It
was-
because
I'll
that
go do
door's
it.
open an inch.
Yeah, it turned
Did you
off.
actually turn
It
on
turned
the AC?
off.
What's
I
it,
did.
The AC?
It's
Turn
on.
Oh, does it turn on?
The AC turns
It's
on?
off
All right,
now.
I'll do it.
Can you
I'll
turn
do it.
on? We get some more time in us now that it's not hot, or it is hot. Hopefully, it will not be
Yeah.
hot in a second.
Jones,
When you
stop yawning.
when you were in here, I asked Katie if she has played backgammon before.
I don't know.
Why
how
do
to
so
play
many
that.
people know how to play this
I don't
random
know.
ass
I don't know how
game?
to- you-
Like chess, I get it. You know, they're chess tournaments. Backgammon, there's no backgammon
There
tournament.
might be. There's probably.
I was watching disc golf the other day. You guys ever seen
Yeah,
disc golf?
you were watching it conmigo.
Yeah, it was dope. It's basically just like the same thing as regular golf, just with a disc. And they like clear the trees, they fire that thing. And then if it hits a tree, it's not a penalty, it's just a penalty in itself
Frisbee.
because you hit the
Frisbee.
tree.
You're talking about frisbees.
Disc, it's called though.
Right, but it's okay.
No, I don't think. I think it's more weighted than a frisbee.
But it's a frisbee.
yeah, but a frisbee itself is like light.
You ever see High
I think
Ally?
it's a disc.
No.
Oh yeah, with that curved thing that we played in PE.
It's
Yeah,
legit.
maybe.
I think it's gonna be in
They
the
like
Olympics
played in
next
the
time.
same
time.
kind of setting as squash. Except
Uh,
the court is bigger for highlight.
is that true?
I think so.
What if anytime there was a lull in the podcast, you just went line?
Hello. Who is this, please? Double
That's funny,
fisting.
I think, right? Ooh, it's like pan.
That's my microphone, actually.
When
Switching seats.
half the sound is in one ear.
Hello and welcome to the Chloe Jones podcast. It's like if when London was Maddie and Maddie was London in Sweet Life when they switched alternate universe.
It's very
And
nostalgic
that's like
conversation.
if I had the podcast and I was Chloe Jones and you were just like not gonna say who you would be, and
you know what would be a
my
funny podcast? A fight.
What's that?
And then the viewers get to weigh in on like who's right.
Okay, so should we get in a fight?
Yeah. Or like, are there any old fights we can dredge up?
Yes. Like that time you didn't put the window up, and I wanted you to put your
No,
window
that's
up.
I want
fun.
something. I want to. Someone maybe cry today.
Right. Well, when this was like 15 years ago,
Uh-oh.
I wanted Chloe to put up the window in the car, and she wouldn't do it. So I still haven't gotten her back.
Yes, you did though. I remember you saying, "Chloe, this is me getting you back," and it was like a couple years ago.
I never said that. I have not said
Okay,
that yet.
fine. I'm shaking in my boots, waiting for you to not put the window up. I don't give a shit, Jones.
All right.
Line?
Line.
Fine. You're like Dory.
No, it's
Fine.
not Dory.
No.
It's the
And that's
ducks
a seagull.
or whatever.
It's a seagull.
Seagulls. Mine. Look at the cruise.
Finding Nemo. That's a good flick. School of Rock.
Yeah, it's not really what I meant, but
Finding Nemo.
not really what I meant.
Finding Nemo. Probably one of my favorite cartoon movies. That and Shrek.
Okay, I have a fun game. So I went to this birthday party a couple weeks ago, and there was a Dare Bowl, which is already like a great time, and everyone
I love
should
a Dare
do
Bowl.
it. And like you just pick up, everyone will just like randomly throughout the party pick up a dare, and it's like call your dad or compliment a stranger, things like that. And one of them was play back to back. Do you know this game,
No.
Jones?
No.
Okay, back to back is where you're drinking. I guess it's a drinking game, but you can play it without drinking. Like if I pick up the card, Katie and I are back to back, and Jones will be like, okay, and we can't see each other, obvi. We have our drinks. He'll be like, okay, who is a better dancer? And then whoever thinks they're the better dancer will drink. If we both drink, strike. And like if not, whatever.
have to have a
And you get
dance-off
3
right there?
drinks. 3 strikes.
If you both drink, you have to have a dance.
Yeah.
No
We
matter
can
what the
put
question
spin on
is.
that, Yeah.
Yeah. The spin should have been
I
in
think we
there.
should play.
I'm down.
I'm down. Okay, let's go back to back, Katya. Jones, you're our person asking us. No cheating.
I don't know how to play this game, but go ahead. Okay.
And the
The
mic putting our
is
cup will
a-
be like this.
Yeah, okay.
Who is the better piano player? Oh, let's go. All right, piano off.
We both, you biatch. You
'Cause they
said
both
you're the
play
better piano player?
Yeah, you said you are.
No.
Yeah, you both said what? You both said you were. Okay.
All right,
next
what's
one.
next?
But the thing is, for the people listening, aren't getting our answers.
They
That's
are when
true.
I say.
Oh, okay,
you-
word.
are you-
Sorry.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Who is the better athlete?
I can
Oh
feel
my
us
God,
both doing
all right.
it. Are you raising?
Both are so narcissistic. Okay, next
Okay,
one.
try one.
Next one. Who does better in school, or who did better in school? We're talking college, high school, and middle school.
That's an annoying
Chloe,
question.
stop looking.
I knew it's obviously her.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
what's
look
next?
just to make sure.
Okay.
Stop cheating. You made this game up. Okay, you done texting?
Yeah,
Were you
sorry.
ready? Okay.
This episode's
Who
gonna
wears
be like
less
music.
deodorant? Stop looking. Okay.
I wear a lot of deodorant.
I don't
It's because
wear
I wear natural.
Okay.
I don't
So
really
I,
wear
I put it
deodorant.
on like
I always
2 or
smell
3
good.
times a day, especially because I work from
2
home.
or 3
Okay.
times a day.
It's natural deodorant, and I work from home, so.
Who has more money?
Did we both do it?
No,
No.
Katie has more money, it
Lit.
seems.
She just has 2 years on me.
So all she needs is 2 years and you'll catch up. All you need is 2
I don't
years.
know, probably not.
It's true. I think
Um,
Chloe currently makes more money than I do at this moment.
Katie, you're really leaning it up against me.
Oh. Stop looking
It's a
at
posture-
the goddamn
it's a
camera,
posture
both of you.
contest.
I hadn't looked.
Who has been to more Ted Jones comedy shows? Oh, both of them. Excellent, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Ted Jones World Podcast with Sister
transition.
number 1, Sister number 2. This was truly a great
Not
blast.
in
Thank
order.
you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for listening.
Peace.